Hey there, Teddy Rubskin here, and it's time for Forgotten Fighters, where we talk about fighting games that have been forgotten. Yeah. And, today we're talking about a fighting game that nobody remembers, right? And in fact, even back in the day, it didn't really get the recognition that it deserves. You know, I'm talking about Eternal Champions. Yeah, which is a pretty fucking badass tournament-style fighting game. You know, it's kind of like Street Fighter meets Mortal Kombat, right? I mean, really, it's gameplay-wise, it's like Street Fighting, right? Where you use all 6 buttons, right? 3 different punches, 3 different kicks, right? And various combo moves and shit, right? But like Mortal Kombat, there's like a mystical, magical story behind it, right? Well, all the fighters in the game are actually, like, from different eras of time, right? There's like a caveman from prehistory, and there's like a cyborg guy from the future, right? And they've been collected throughout time to have an ultimate fucking battle. The battle of the Eternal Champions, right? Yeah, and like Mortal Kombat, which has fatalities, right? Eternal Champions has something similar, except they call it overkills, right? Yeah, really bloody ways that you can like finish off the guy. It's fucking cool. And the characters in the game are pretty interesting, you know. There's like this fish guy from Atlantis, right? There's like this wizard guy from medieval times and shit. Yeah. And I actually have a Sega Visions magazine from back in the day, right? Right when this game came out, right? I mean, Eternal Champions is on the cover. They're like heavily promoting this game, you know. And the cover art's actually kind of interesting, you know, because it's just like the video game cover artwork, right? Actually looks just like it, right? Same guys, same pose, except it's like done by another artist, right? And it's kind of interesting. Why would they do the fucking cover artwork, except it's like done by another artist, you know? I mean, but why'd they do that? I mean, it's the same characters in the same poses, standing there. It's just done by 2 different artists. I mean, you got 2 different artists. Why did they draw completely different fucking pictures, you know? I don't know. It's weird. It's like the same exact picture. Yeah. Well, but the article inside about Eternal Champions is pretty awesome, right? Details each of these fucking characters, tells you about them, and shows you how to do their special moves and shit. Yeah. You know, my favorite character is this guy, Larson, right? He looks like a detective or something, right, with a trench coat and a hat, right? But actually he's more like fucking Rorschach from The Watchmen, right? He's got like a grappling hook attack, and he's actually more like a bad guy. I mean, kind of a heroic bad guy, but yeah. All the fighters in fucking Eternal Champions are really fucking cool, you know. In fact, they designed them that way. They designed each of the characters in Eternal Champions to be interesting enough to carry their own fucking video game by themselves, you know, right? Like, that was the plan. Actually, they wanted to make fucking spin-off games of each of the fucking fighters from Eternal Champions. They did get their own fucking game. It didn't fully happen. They only put out a couple of those spin-off games, right? But I have them, right? Yeah. Let me show you. Yeah, this game right here is Chicago Syndicate, which features Larson, my favorite character, right? So I was really hoping this game would be good, but no, it fucking sucks. Oh, that's good music right there. That's... guys, okay, stop. Okay. Start game. I mean, you play as Larson, and it kind of plays just like Batman Forever, right? It's like a side-scrolling action game, but with like tournament-style fighting rules. It's really bad. You know, it's really bad. Eat it. Oh, I'm doing moves. Whoa! Just jumped up there. This is really terrible. No. This is really awful. And the other game I have, because it's only 2, right? The other game is possibly even worse. It's fucking Experts, right? which is actually the very first fucking game I talked about in my fucking worst video games for the Sega Genesis series. No, I'm serious. I'm fucking serious. Oh god. And I mean, it's not even immediately apparent that this is actually a spin-off of Eternal Champions, you know? I mean, when you start the game, you play as this doofus guy, right? Walking around, beating up guys in this laboratory factory thing, right? Right? But you don't even see the Eternal Champions character until a little bit later in the game. When you activate Shadow.
Shadow active.
Shadow's active.
Shadow active.
Okay.
Shadow active.
Alright, what the fuck?
And there she is, right? Yeah, that's Shadow, right? Which is this chick from Eternal Champions, right? This ninja chick, right? And she doesn't look quite the same. In Expert, she's wearing like an evening gown, right? And it's not what she was wearing in Eternal Champions, right? Well, actually, that is the outfit that she was wearing in the sequel, sort of, to Eternal Champions, right? That was released on the Sega CD, right? Yeah, there was a kind of, sort of sequel released on the Sega CD, right? But this game isn't really as much a sequel as it is a beefed up version of Eternal Champions with a few more characters thrown in, right? I call this more a Turbo Champion edition of Eternal Champions, right? But in this version, Shadow's wearing an evening gown, which is kind of cool. Whatever. That's the thing, you know, Eternal Champions wasn't a big fucking hit. No, it kind of... I mean, not many people know about it, you know? Not many people got a chance to play it, you know? Because it was released only on the Sega Genesis. Right? Which kind of made it special. It was a Sega Genesis exclusive, but nobody really knew the game. Because, well, the thing was, if you were a fighting game back in the day, you had to be released in the arcade, right? All the big fucking fighting games had arcade versions before they went to the home system. You know, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, even like Primal Rage and Samurai Showdown. You know, you could play those in the arcade, right? Couldn't play fucking Eternal Champions in the arcade, you know. It really should have had an arcade version, you know. That's what killed it, you know. There should have been an arcade version of Eternal Champions just so that the kids would have a chance to play it, you know. And then they'd want to get it for the Sega Genesis and it would only be on the Sega Genesis, right? But no, they didn't do that. And part of the reason they didn't do that was because Sega had another fucking fighting game that they wanted to sell even more, right? It was pushed out, really. Eternal Champions was overshadowed by another revolutionary fighting game. I'm talking about Virtua Fighting. Yeah, the revolutionary 3D fighting game. Yeah, Virtua Fighting was way more important to Sega because they wanted to get that out there. It's advanced fucking technology and really represented the future of fucking fighting games, right? And the video games in general were all going 3D, you know, and Virtua Fighter was the future. And mostly response to Eternal Champions was pretty lukewarm back in the day, you know. But that was their fault, you know. They should have put out a fucking arcade version of Eternal Champions. And then it would have been a hit. Like Nintendo did with fucking Killer Instinct, you know? Killer Instinct was released in the arcade. And then when they put out a fucking home version of that game, it was a big hit, you know? Should have done that with Eternal Champions, but it's mostly forgotten. But it's still a fucking good ass fighting game, you know? I suggest you check it out. You fucking learn the fucking moves and you fucking play it. Cause it's a good game. It's a fucking good game. If you could fucking find anybody to play it with you, you know. Cause most people don't even know this game. But yeah, that's the problem with those forgotten fighties. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, till fucking next time, keep it fucking real.
Eternal Champions is gonna eat your old fighting games for lunch. Bon appetit.
Eternal Champions, only on Sega Genesis.
Whoa.